What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Field Series Review. Today, we're going head-to-head between the brand new Sitka Gear Flash Optics harness and the original Mountain Optics harness. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going head-to-head between the brand new Sitka Gear Flash Optic harness and the OG Mountain Optics harness. How are they alike? How are they different? We're going to break it all down for you. So before we jump into the video, before we jump into these products, make sure you drop down below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, head over to Instagram, head over to TikTok, give us a follow and see what's going on over there. So brand new for this year, the Sitka Gear has dropped the Flash Optics harness. It is one of the big releases for the year, and a lot of people have asked me, how does it stack up against the OG Mountain Optics harness? Well, I've had my Mountain Optics harness for a couple of years now. I absolutely love it. I use everything from early season scouting, late season whitetail, waterfowl scouting, turkey hunting, all the way around. It's highly adjustable. Your compartments can be removed. It's very, very customizable. So how does that stack up against the new optics harness from Sitka Gear? So what we're going to do is we're going to dive in. I'm going to give you a little bit of housekeeping, a close-up of the Flash Optics harness. I'm going to do the same with the Mountain Optics harness, and then I'm going to shoot in both of them. You're going to be able to see that. And then at the end, I'll give you my thoughts on which one I plan on running and why. So anyways, stick around, and we're going to get into these two products right now. All right, guys, so first off, we're going to look at the Flash Optic harness from Sitka Gear. So a little bit of a close-up here. Those of you that are familiar with the Mountain Optics harness, this isn't going to be anything like groundbreaking or earth-shattering to you, but there's a few bells and whistles that they've added, a few changes. So first thing you're going to notice is it's going to come with your single bino holder, and it's going to come with a single rangefinder holder. This rangefinder holder can be moved to either side, whichever one you want, right-handed or left-handed. It's also going to come with this little bungee right here to connect to your rangefinder, just in case you drop it or whatnot. One of the big changes, there's three big changes. Number one is underneath here, you're going to have the ability to connect a hand warmer. So you can have a hand warmer muff that'll sit right underneath here. That's one of the big changes. The second big change is that if we come across the back here, you're going to see this pad. Right, this pad is going to be able to keep the harness in place. It's going, instead of just being the straps, it's going to actually hold it between your shoulder blades. It's going to be more secure. Not really sure how that's going to work if you're trying to put this over larger clothing like late season, but this is definitely going to keep it a bit more secure. The third big change that they came out with is going to be this pin system right here. Let's see if we can zoom in on that a little bit. So we're going to have this pin system right here. It's going to be on the right and left side, and that's how you will get this guy on and off. You'll just kind of unclip, put a little flex in this pin. If I can do it one-handed. You put a little flex in that pin, and then it'll slide right off. This is going to make it a little bit, I wouldn't necessarily say easier to get on and off. I guess I'm just so used to the mountain harness. It definitely took some getting used to, but once I got used to it, it was pretty easy to get it on and off. This guy's going to come in at about $170. You're going to get it two different colorways. You're going to get this slate gray color. You're also going to get elevated too. Like I said, for $170, it's got a lot of new bells and whistles. This is definitely geared towards the whitetail hunter. All right, guys, so now we're going to look at the Mountain Optics harness. I've had this one for a couple of seasons. I'm a big fan. I really, really like it. First thing you're going to notice is you're going to have one bino compartment, and then you're going to have your two side compartments. So you can go rangefinder, you can go bottle of water, whatever you need. But you can also take these off, right? If you just want to go with the bino harness, you can. If you want to just run with one compartment similar to the Flash Optics harness, you can do that as well. But we're going to have our magnetic lid, so this guy will stay up while we're trying to get our binos out. We can clean our binos with those little rags. We're not going to have the magnetic abilities on the side compartments like you do in the Flash Optics harness, but it's really not a deal breaker for me. I like having the option to have two compartments, and I like the ability to have this little pocket here. There's one on the back, there's one behind there. I really like on both of these, right? So there's a lot of places to put things, phone, wind indicator, keys, license, pocket knife, gloves, all that kind of stuff. As far as the straps go, that's one of the big differences. If we spin this guy around and we look at the back, you'll notice that there is not the big back plate right there, right? It's just two straps. Can look a little bit like spaghetti, but I'll be honest with you, once you've used it a fair amount, it's really not a big deal at all. You're going to have this kind of waist belt that's going to go around. I normally just disconnect the waist belt right down there, and then just take the whole thing off. One of the reasons I really like this is because it's very, very customizable, and because I'm not tied down, the straps can be loosened very easily. I can run this guy from early season to late season. I can run it just the binos. I can put the compartments on if I need them. Like I said, it's very, very customizable. It's going to come in at about $160. You're going to have two different colorways. You're going to have subalpine and then this lichen color. This was designed for the big game hunter in mind, but to be honest with you, as a whitetail hunter, turkey hunter, duck hunter, I use this guy all the time.
What's up, everybody? It's JR with Field Series Review. I'm going head-to-head today between the Flash Optic harness and the Mountain Optic harness. I got the bow out. I got the target down range. I'm going to sling a few arrows. I'm going to wear both harnesses, and I'm going to give you my review on how they work actually in the field. All right, guys, so we got the Flash Optic harness. We can get this guy on. It's a little bit different than the Mountain Optic harness. It's got a back pad. And basically, we go one arm in, second arm in, get it situated. And we've got this tab right here, this orange tab. Slides right down. All right, guys, so we got the Flash Optic harness on. Everything's secured. Nice and secure here. And we're going to shoot a couple of arrows just to see how it does. All right, guys, after shooting 3 rounds in the Flash Optic harness, I can say that I have zero issue with the harness being in the way. It actually fits pretty snug. I would loosen it up a little bit if I was going to wear more clothes under, obviously. But as far as getting in the way, barrier in the string, elbow draw, anything, fits very, very snug, nice and secure. It is not getting in the way at all. All right, guys, now we're going to put on the original Mountain Optics harness. It goes on a little bit different. Doesn't have a shoulder sling strap that you put on and then reconnect. You actually have everything adjusted here. Your arms go through 1, goes through 2. Your head goes through the loop. Watch the mic. Sits down how you like it. And then you have 1 strap that comes across the waist. I'm a fan of this one, just because I've used it for a while now. I will tell you a couple of things. I wear mine just a little bit lower than most people. This one does move a little bit more than the Flash Optics harness. But like I said, I've never had an issue with this one. I'm going to shoot a couple rounds in this one, and I'm going to tell you how it feels after just wearing the Flash Optics harness. All right, guys, so after shooting a little bit in each harness, I will have to say that the Flash Optics harness does fit a little bit more snug. It fits a little bit higher. My Mountain Optics harness, I don't tighten mine that much, just so it's easier for me to get it on and off, and I have no problem. As you can see here, my binos sit just below the pec line. I have no issues with mine sitting down here. I actually prefer to kind of put my hands on it here when I'm in the stand. But both of the harnesses feel really, really good. Depends on what you want. You want something a little bit more streamlined that sits a little bit higher and is a little bit tighter. Go with the Flash Optics harness. If you want something a little bit more customizable, you may want to go with the Mountain Optics harness. I will say this, neither one of these harnesses are going to hinder you in shooting your bow. There's not going to be one that allows you to shoot a little better than the other one. It's just they're both fit great and they're both going to allow you to shoot. So if you're worried about that aspect of it, both of them fit great, shoot great. It just kind of depends on what you want.
All right, guys, so I hope you like my breakdown and head-to-head comparison between the Flash Optics harness and the Mountain Optics harness. Some really cool innovations on the Flash Optics harness side. I really like the pin system. I think that's really, really cool to be able to take it on and off. And I like the lashings at the bottom to be able to connect something like a hand warmer, anything like that. This has got a lot of bells and whistles geared towards the whitetail hunter. But I have to be honest with you, if you're talking about the all-around outdoorsman, I'm going to have to go with the Mountain Optics harness. I like having two compartments on the side. I like the ability to really, really adjust this guy for sizing. So if I'm scouting in a t-shirt or I'm putting on a heavy jacket, all these straps let out pretty far so that I can be able to fit any situation. Now, you can adjust your sizing here too, right? You have your, you can let it out here at the top or on the sides. But in my opinion, the back plate is a little more restrictive. Now, I know you don't want the harness to move, but I feel, in my opinion, it's a little more constrictive than the Mountain Optics harness. You also have a few more little pockets on the side, and I just like the versatility of this guy. I don't think you're going to be able to go wrong with either one of them. If you're a whitetail hunter looking for something new, definitely check out the Flash Optics harness. If you're like me and you hunt everything and you need something for all situations, I'm probably going to go with the Mountain Optics harness. So either one of these are going to work for you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on TikTok. And we'll see you guys next time.